Be in a second. Hello? Yeah, now it's on. Okay. Man, I hate OBS, but we're here now. We're here and we started on time. Slight technical issue, but we figured it out immediately. So you gotta hand me that one. It's Porto, it's Juventus. This is who you guys wanted to see. This is who you voted for. I have a feeling that there's one man in particular that sort of swung the vote. One man named Mr. Ronaldo. That's what he goes by. It's MrRonaldo.com. All right, let's take a quick look here at the starting 11. For Juve, in goal, of course, is Szczesny. Of course it is. Juan Cuadrado at right back. Leonardo Bonucci, center back. Mary Demiral, center back as well. So Bonucci and Demiral, that's interesting. Alexandro, left back. And then Chiesa, Artur, Adrian Rabiot, Aaron Ramsey on the left. And then we have Alvaro Morata and Cristiano Ronaldo in the attack. Morata coming off of two great matches himself. Mehdi Taremi and Moussa Marega, as they like to call him, are leading the attack for Porto. And then we have Otavio, Matheus Uribe, who scored this past weekend, Sergio Oliveira, who scored this past weekend, and Jesus Corona. And then at the back they have Zaidu, who probably should have been punished for giving away a penalty to Ronaldo at the end of the last match, but there's some disagreements there. Pepe, Chancel Mbemba, and Wilson. Yeah, and in goal is Marquezini. Magazine. In goal is Magazine. That's who they have in goal. And my name is Adrian. And Zach is the moderator that is here currently because Miguel is off eating food at the moment. And we already have donations from Zach, I believe. Yes, he said first. LOL. I got him in there already. And who else? Someone else just gave someone. Oh, Trey Edwards. Thank you, Trey Edwards, for that donation. Really, really, really do appreciate it, Trey Edwards. You're number 2. He says, thoughts on Joan Laporta getting elected as Barcelona's new president, new/old president, as of course he had that stint in what is considered one of Barcelona's golden years. Saw them win the Champions League, brought in Ronaldinho, oversaw, that first sort of stint where you had all those players coming through La Masia. So I think that hopes are high that he'll be able to emulate that to some extent. Will he be able to? That's left to be seen. But I think that, they're certainly in better hands than they were before under Bartomeu and then Tusquets and the sort of provisional board. Dexter as well saying, I'm not first, am I? He's not first. Now, looking at, but he is in third, Mr. Dexter. Thank you so much for the donations, guys, already. But looking at this football match, I believe that, of course, Miguel is slacking. Yeah, of course, man. So the last one, wait, where did it go? Looking for my little, anyway, who cares? So in the last one, Porto got the win. Juve got that away goal, which could prove to be extremely important for this one. First leg was 2-1 Porto. And Juve just really didn't show up in that match at all for most of it until the last 15 minutes or so. Again, like I said, maybe could have had a penalty. Maybe it was a stretch. I don't know. But for me, Zaidu made no attempt on the ball. He ran right through Ronaldo. Even if Ronaldo, of course, he goes down easy. Who doesn't these days? Every single player in the world does. But he wouldn't have been able to stay on his feet or get to the ball whether Zaidu was there or not. So I think that it should have been a penalty. But Porto get the 2-1 win. Now, are they going to be Park the Best FC? I saw the Athletic article that was comparing them and their current way of playing to old Simeone tactics. Old 4-4-2, sit low, double low block, basically, just trying to hold off everybody. But we'll see. I haven't been filled with a lot of excitement from this Juve team. Now and then they show flashes and you think, okay, they're going to get on a roll here, but then they just go absolutely quiet for a few matches in a row following that. Morata is back after that lengthy sickness, so could be important for their attack if he starts to find some sort of form. He's clearly good at playing the setup man. If he can find that finishing again, as he did this weekend, 1 penalty, 1 goal from open play, they'll be happy. All right, guys, what are you saying? Vast, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. What are we saying? Juve 2-0. Gary Moore says C. Cal Irons with another donation that I will add to the ticker. Thank you, Cal Irons. What is your favorite non-first division football club? Non-first division, that's a really good question. Oh my God. I mean, where does the Canadian Premier League count? You know, because the Canadian Premier League just started recently, and people consider it to be below MLS. Although in Canada it's the top division, so I guess it's not really non-top division. But you know what? I gotta support my local team. I'll go with Victoria Highlanders. We'll go with them. Sort of the precursor to Pacific FC, getting the football scene going in Victoria from where I'm from, over in the west coast of Canada. I'll go with them. But Cal Irons, thank you so much, man, for that donation. If you're just talking like any team below the first division, here's Musa Marega on the ball, by the way, with Porto. About a minute and 15 seconds in here, and he just dinks it to the far post. Juan Cuadrado is there, and he gets manhandled. Now Porto with a strike from the edge of the box goes wide. Cynthia, what's up? Cal, I don't know if you meant just like any team that's not in the first division. To which case, in England, I'll go Sheffield Wednesday. Ooh. Is the Canadian Premier League any good? Asked Mohamed Safwat. By the way, Mohamed looking great with that badge, boy. Looking good, man. Is it any good? I mean, it's fun because it's a brand new league. It's fun because it's bringing a professional division to Canada, which is something we've been dying for the development of our players. Now here's Juve going in the other direction. Cuadrado, one of the most important pieces of this Juve attack this season, if you ask me. He has to sort of check his run and just pass it back. But yeah, I'd say that it's okay. It's fun to watch. I had season tickets to watch Pacific FC, I guess, 2 years ago now, in 2019, and I had a lot of fun, man. It felt like grassroots football. It was really, really, really fun. It had okay turnouts, not great, but it was nice to see all the local sort of businesses getting involved with it. Cuadrado with a beautiful ball to Morata and a huge save from Marquezine already. That is going to be coming at you often in this game. That long early cross from Cuadrado, trying to find Morata, trying to find Cristiano Ronaldo. I expect plenty of that down this right-hand side. I don't think that Cuadrado was involved in the first leg, was he? I believe he was missing. And Juve look a different team when they don't have him. He provides a lot of the service that is required for those two players in the attack, in Ronaldo and Morata. So that's going to be huge. Oh, my man Vass with the little gift. Thank you, bro. Number 5. Vass. He says, here's a little gift. Love you, Dad. Thank you, man. Love you, too. Now, Ronaldo to Ramsey. Pepe is going to be busy with that head of his. With that shaved head of his. It's going to be a very busy boy. Yervinen, I think people often underestimate the effect Cuadrado has on this Juve side. He is oftentimes so crucial. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Yervinen. By the way, all the members out there, make sure you check out the new emoji that I have set up for you, that I added for this special occasion. We have the Phil Jones face, the Neymar face, the Ronaldo see you, which could get used today if he ends up scoring. We have Mike Dean, and of course, the red card. Be sure to check those out if you have not yet. Another ball into the box. Juve just trying over and over and over with those curling balls in behind the defenders there. Kevin Cisneros, I've been to Victoria, Canada for my honeymoon. I can say it truly is a beautiful place to live in. You're lucky to live there. Yeah, man, I grew up on that west coast, not in Victoria. Well, I was in Victoria all the time, but I came from a little town called Duncan, and it was truly one of the most beautiful places in the world. Murray got almost as Irish. Bonucci. Ooh, Marega played through. Bonucci showing he's a little slow, but that's dealt with fairly well from Szczesny. Not the cleanest way of dealing with it, but not too bad. No Mike, I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. Everyone else is hearing me. I'm having conversations. Hi from Saskatoon. Shout out Saskatoon. Or sorry, Saskatchewan, my bad. Oof, Morata, you gotta feel like he has to finish that one. That could be a chance that they could end up ruining here. You choose any side of the goal and that's it. But he went right down the middle, straight at Marchesine. Vintoum, what's up, man? How you doing? Sharwad Hussein, Juve likely to win, he says. I want to thank you for that 100 rupees there, Sharwad. Thank you so much. Here's Porto on the attack now. Juve likely to win? I would say more likely, but you can't discount this Porto side. You can never discount this Sergio Conceição side. And look, they just had an opportunity. Close. They forced a save out of Szczesny and then off of the post from Mehdi Taremi. Like I was saying, you can't count out this Porto side. Sergio Conceição has this insane mentality that bleeds into his players, and they will fight and they will fight and they will fight until the end. It might not be the most beautiful the most beautiful flowing football or anything like that. But when it comes to mentality and a fighting spirit and the work ethic, this Porto side has got it, man. It's got it. And don't let me discount the talent that they have on that team as well on the attack. I'm not trying to discount that at all either. But it's not, I wouldn't say that that's necessarily their strength. Oof. Porto now. Hello from Ottawa. Hey, my fellow Canadians out here. Porto again, ball into the box. Juve with some difficulties getting the handle on this ball here. Do you think Allegri will do well at Shakhtar? Is Allegri at Shakhtar? What are you saying? Really? Demiral, wide to Cuadrado. Oof, that's a poor pass there from Artur. Playing much deeper than perhaps he'd like. Sandro into the box. Only blue shirts meeting that ball. Plenty of them. Frent Emplia. Hey, vamos Juve, he says. Thank you so much for that donation, Frent. Very, very much appreciated, man. Ronaldo winning a free kick there. Foul from Metus Uribe. Metus Uribe. This is perfect. I can watch the Dortmund game and you can keep me updated on the Juve game. Thanks for going to TV. Hey, no problem, Desio21. I am happy to do so. I was very interested in that Dortmund match. I mean, I could technically flip back and forth between these two. No one would even know it. Alright, Cuadrado to get the delivery in. Ooh, headed by, I believe it was Ramsey, and it was always rising over the goal. Will be lit if Canadian teams qualified for the Copa Libertadores. Not sure how the Canadian teams would do, to be honest with you. Is Porto's manager any good? I was talking about that earlier, and I wouldn't say that he's a forward-thinking tactical genius or anything like that. He's mostly, I think, a man manager. He's mostly a guy who will have his team running through brick walls for him, never say die attitude. And again, that's not to discount how Porto play in the attack or anything like that. They defend well. They're okay. I wouldn't say that they're incredible in the attack, but it's not what they're known for, really. It's not what Sergio Conceição is known for instilling in this team. But yeah, I'd say that he's a good manager. Do I like him? No. But that's, how could I, right? Thoughts on a Ronaldo Icardi swap? That would be interesting. There's been a lot of talk recently about how Juve are looking to be rid of Ronaldo this summer. I think that's mostly because of the hefty wages that he draws. Ooh, here's Porto trying to attack down that left side. Zaidu. I mean, Inter fans would certainly hate Icardi if he was to go to Juve, wouldn't they? Hate him even more than they do already after things soured completely with him and the fans at that club. So, I don't know. I mean, I think that Ronaldo would do well in the French football, in French Ligue 1. He would do fine, but Adrian completely ignored me. Miguel, you didn't introduce yourself in the way that I had hoped. But yeah, I can't really see it happening. I mean, maybe Icardi would do it just as a final FU to the Inter fans. But I don't know. I feel like PSG have their eyes on other players over at older Ronaldo, you know? Still 0-0. Porto doing well, going stride for stride with Juve so far. Do you think the Liverpool pain river will stop anytime soon? No, man. I think it's going to keep on flowing. Oh, Cuadrado just peels away from his man. Draws the foul. Is that my man Bjorn is the referee? I'm the #1 Bjorn Kuiper stan. I like this dude. Ooh, Miguel Oliveira with the Italian classic. Is that because Miguel is supporting Juve on the night? Cuadrado. Good ball inside to Artur Ramsey, sorry, and it did not come off. Porto with a failed ball through. Vinsum, starting to think that Liga NOS is actually a challenging league. Yes, sir. That's right. That's going off of your previous comment, sorry, where you said that why is it that Porto looks so strong in Europe but so poor in Portugal? Well, poorer than they do in Europe. Yeah, man. Maybe Portugal is much more difficult than we thought. Nice little shot of Bernardeschi there, warming up on the sidelines. Wonder if we'll see him a little bit later. One of those players that never was able to reach the heights that he did at his previous club. Never really looked like, you know, the player that he was at Fiorentina, in my opinion at least. I mean, he had flashes under Allegri where he looked pretty decent, but since then, I don't know. It just hasn't been able to get there. Leif Järvinen is saying that Chiesa absolutely has to be played down that right flank as opposed to on the left. But I guess the thinking there is, you know, you have Cuadrado that would constantly be occupying the same sort of areas as him. So maybe he wants to keep it on that left side. Because Sandro doesn't push up as much, I'm not sure. Cuadrado, oof. Definitely looked like a handball from Cuadrado there. Wait till you see Bernardeschi at LB, he's insane. Didn't Bernardeschi score the away goal down the left as Deseo? Yeah, could have been. I don't know that necessarily scoring one goal on one flank is proof of being better on the one flank or the other. But you could be speaking to Pirlo's sort of thoughts as to why he's playing him down that left flank for sure. I think a lot of it though has to do with, I mean, you look at the space that Cuadrado occupies. This, sorry, the long ball forward. This sort of shape that Juve has, every time Cuadrado pushes forward, they almost become a three at the back with Sandro, Bonucci, and Demiral. where you see that a little bit less. Like, it's a clear focus of Juve's to go down that right side because of how good Cuadrado has been with his service. Ball forward to Morata. Well played to Ramsey. I was surprised to see McKennie on the bench to start this game. Marega with a huge touch. So if your evidence says Bernardeschi is mediocre in every position, I like his tattoo though. Hey, at least he's got that. He's got some nice artwork to look at. Some artwork to appreciate while he plays. Here's Artur with the ball over the top to Cuadrado. Beautifully read by Pepe. Beautifully read. Well cut out. Zaidu steps around Ramsey and then he coughs it up. Ramsey inside to Morata. Morata makes a hash of it, man. Makes a hash of it. Ball forward now. Porto on the attack. Taremi. Ball into the box to Marega. Marega inside to Taremi. And Taremi goes down. And Bjorn calls a penalty. Bjorn Kuipers calls a penalty as Demiral, it did look like he went through Mehdi Taremi there. It really did look as if he went through Mehdi Taremi to get the ball there. Did he? Yeah, he did. He did. Oh, that's unfortunate because it's Taremi who sort of stepped into Demiral. He stepped across Demiral, which is interesting, but that's the way she goes. As they say in Rick and Morty, that's the way the news goes, man. That's wild. Like, he literally steps into Demiral's path and he wins a penalty. Very clever of him. Very, very clever of him. Now, for Porto to get the away goal, to cancel out Juve's away goal, that would mean that Juve would need to take it up to 2-1 in order to make it into extra time. But let's see what happens with the penalty here. Sergio Oliveira, he's typically strong from the spot. Let's see if that continues. He looks exactly like a friend I grew up with. Sergio to take, and it's a goal. Yeah, it's a goal. Scoreline. 1-0 Porto. They get that away goal that they needed in order to cancel out Juve's, to cancel out that mistake from that. What's going on here with my mouse? From last, not last week, a few weeks ago now. Will you keep the stream going if we go to extra time? Yeah, of course, man. I stream until the match is over. Ronaldo not looking happy. Silent crying from Yervinen. Does Pirlo remain Juve manager if they get knocked out of the UCL? I think so. I think that Juve hired him because he was a bit of a cheaper option than all of the other managers, and because they saw it as maybe the best time for them to have this sort of transitional period and to allow him to grow. Otherwise, I don't really see the sense in hiring him in the first place. It just wouldn't really make much sense to me if they were to do that. Well done to Mehdi Taremi. Very clever way to win a penalty. Step in front of the man. That's what you do in modern football, though. That's the way that modern football goes. And usually, these days with VAR, you will get a penalty from something like that. Juve on the back foot already. 3-1 down on aggregate. Ronaldo trying to drive things forward up against Marega in defense. Trey Edwards, thank you for that donation. When's the last time Juve went trophyless? That's a good question. Maybe, I don't know, 2008-ish, 2009, somewhere around there. Maybe. Ball all the way back to the keeper. Let's see what this Juve side can do now. I mean, I wouldn't get too excited for it. I wouldn't expect much from this Juve side. They are quite poor. Let's see if Ronaldo or Morata can provide something. But I mean, when those are your two guys that you're going for all the time, constantly, it does make it easier to sort of set up a game plan in order to contain them. And I don't know that this Juve side have enough in them in order to come up with something else. I don't know that they have an alternative. Adrian, I have a question to keep up with the Rodrigo de Paul propaganda. Hell yeah. Do you think Rodrigo de Paul would be a good replacement for Papu Gomez at Atalanta? I think that Rodrigo de Paul is one of those players that can fit in most clubs, but yeah, absolutely. I would love to see him in a Gasperini side. Insulting Adrian will be counted as spam? What? Oh, the guy who said suck it? Suck it, Adrian, as if, yeah, that really cut deep. I'm going to not be able to sleep tonight after that one. Artur. I find that Artur has played way too deep for him to be really effective. That's my sort of perspective on it, at least. Oh, Quadrado, what are you doing? And then he's going to try and call for a foul? Yikes, man. No, that's never going to be a foul. Here's Sergio Oliveira. Into Merega. Can it bounce away? That looked like a handball. Play on, says the referee. Best referee in the world. Ooh, Sandro against his former club once again. Where's Dybala? Dybala doesn't exist anymore. Dybala does not exist anymore. Quadrado. Morata. Oh, skins Pepe. Cuts inside. And he cannot get the pass off. Maybe just shoot it there. Maybe just shoot it there. That's just me. Aggregate score is 3-1. Yassir. 3-1 Porto. Porto going in the other direction. So much room down that right flank. And they force an easy save out of Mr. Szczesny. Ooh. Ronaldo almost read that well. Dybala gone. Yeah, Dybala is gone. Dan M, thank you for that donation. He says, can you do a video on current Liverpool crisis? I mean, I did one sort of in November that I think basically ticks all of the boxes about, you know, how poor they've been in defense, how that had a ripple effect on the club, their struggles in the attack. I mean, maybe in a month or so, if they're still struggling, I'll do another one on that. But yeah, thank you for that donation, man. I appreciate it. Sergio Oliveira. It's like, oh, absolutely skins Quadrado. Porto all over this really poor Juve side. Ball into the box. Demiral can't get a clean clearance. Zaidu wide. Cynthia, I feel neutral during this match. Yeah, exactly. That's basically how I feel. All these people that are like, suck it, Adrian. You must be dying inside. I really don't care if Porto progress, really. It doesn't really matter to me. Just as if they get thrashed, that's fine too. You know? But seeing them progress doesn't really matter to me. They aren't going to win the whole competition. If they have a good run, good for them. That's great for Portugal. Um, but yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. Ball forward. Quadrado. All good things come from Quadrado. Ball to the back post. Murata chests it down. Oh, what a save by the keeper again. Fantastic player. He's going to be so important. He's going to be so important. Because I think that the opportunities will start to come from Juve as time goes on, as desperation sinks in. You know, there's a lot of teams that play better when their back is against the wall. And I think that that will happen with Juve as well. Now, will they be able to score 2 goals against them? I'm not sure. But but I think that more opportunities will absolutely come. We're 27 minutes into this one, about 27 or so. I switched to French commentary and my match is further along, which is great. Do you like carne asada? Yeah, of course, man. Love it. How are Porto winning? Says Dr. Scucci. They fight. They fight, and this is a Juve. This is not the Juve of old. This is not the same Juve side that you've come to know since 2015 or so. They're a poor side that is in a major transition with a close to amateur manager. Would you say it's a good Porto team or a bad Juve team? It's both. It's both. It's a good Porto team. It's not the best Porto team I've ever seen. That's probably the one that won the Europa League under Andre Villas-Boas. The most recent one, at least. But that team was just insane. Hulk, Falcao, all those guys. James Rodriguez. A crazy, crazy team. But it's a decent Porto team that knows how to play in Europe. They always seem to turn up in Europe. And they have a manager that's instilled that fighting spirit that I keep on mentioning during this stream. And this is a Juve team that, like I said, has a relatively novice, close to amateur manager. I mean, he does have his license now. He got it in September or October or whatever. But he's learning on the job, basically, Rabiot with a strike from distance and another save. Ramsey down the right flank. Ball in to Chiesa. Chiesa clumsy with his control there. Can't get the ball under his spell. The chance goes begging. Now, a corner kick, however, for Juve. Ramsey, Quadrado. Ball into the back post. Offside. Oh, and a player down. Pepe down. Holding his head. Both Demiral and Pepe holding their heads. Aaron, I'm an oxtail guy. I love that oxtail, man. Oxtail plantains. Rice. Oh, Zach, come on, man. You don't need to give them any more money. But I do appreciate it. Thank you. I will say thank you. Of course, you always say thank you. Here's some money to be able to get Steven a banquet meal, and you can get something off the McDonald's dollar menu. Will do. Absolutely. I'll get Steve some of that fancy feast. Looks like Pepe has a bit of a bleeder. He's going to be fine. They'll just wrap that up. And he'll be good to go. Didn't look like there was any sort of concussions or anything. Just a classic clash of heads from a header. Yervinen saying get Rabiot out and Pirlo on the pitch. They could use that. There's been some decent attacking moves from Morata. Chiesa had that moment. Cuadrado has provided a couple of decent balls in. But other than that, Porto have dealt with Juve's attacks really, really well. How's Hat Dog? Who is the best football siblings family? That's a really good question, man. Here, let me just add you to the ticker first. What are some of the big footballing families? You're talking about father-son counts as well, or just siblings? I assume you mean both. There's the Bender brothers, which is wild. Oh my god, my brain's going blank right now. Chiesa family, I guess, is also another one. I assume that's why you asked, because Chiesa's father was a player also. What's another one? Why can't I think of other notable ones? The Insigne brothers, that's another one. I feel like there's a lot of Italian ones, aren't there? The Hazards. Who else? The Pogbas, yeah. Haaland's father-son there. The Schmeichels, of course. Thiago and Rafinha, yeah, that's a good one. The Torre brothers, Boatangs. Man, there's a lot of them out there, isn't there? What's the best one, though? What's the best duo? If we're looking at just brothers, what do you guys think? Thiago and Rafinha is pretty decent. The Torre brothers at one time was a pretty elite one. Yaya, Colo at his best. Here's Juve on the attack, by the way. Ronaldo tries to spin and fire, and it gets blocked quite easily. Marega trying to go in the other direction. Holds up the ball well. Holds off Bonucci well. Yeah, Maldini, Pranshu, you're right. Maldini is one also. The Nevilles. Hey, Lucas Conrad. Lucas Conrad says, I don't have time to stay. Just came to say Porto. Thank you for your contribution, man. Unlucky that you can't stay with us. And thank you for that donation. Here's Ronaldo here. So it seems like the chat is saying that the best overall is the Hazard brothers. Schmeichel, I mean, the Schmeichel father-son is pretty top as well. Peter Schmeichel was a great keeper. Kasper Schmeichel, I think, is kind of an underrated keeper, in my opinion. I don't think that he gets enough love. That's a pretty top one. The Inzaghi's. Maldini's, of course. Oh yeah, the Higuain bros, Gonzalo and what's his name that played for Columbus for so long, Chiesa. And of course, there's Frank Lampard and Mason Mount, father and son. Morata. Oh, logical YouTube. Thank you for that donation, man. Here's Juve. They've had more possession lately, but again, not doing much with it. Oh, logical YouTube. Thank you for that donation. And he says, is there a reason you and Talk FCB haven't collabed? I mean, I messaged him in like July or something like that to collaborate on a video that I did back then on Barcelona. And he never got back to me, so I guess you could say we haven't really collabed because I got aired by him, but I'd be totally open to next time I do a Barcelona video. Absolutely. He's a guy that I would love to have on. Cuadrado. Are you going to do daily updates on Euro like you did for the World Cup? Yeah, I think so. That was really fun. It was a really good exercise in like video production, doing a daily news. Kevin, that definitely seems like it's becoming a trend in football, choosing a former icon of a club to try and manage. Try and instill those values. I guess that there's a lot of clubs that feel that they're getting away from the core values of the club that they used to have as more leaders are moving on. Players stay with the club less and less, and they move on faster, you know? So I think that that's definitely a trend that we'll continue to see for a while. Absolutely. Hey, Zhuang Vaz, thank you for that donation. Number 12. Zhuang. Thank you, man. Ball into the box from Morata, headed away. Josh, nobody scored just yet. Just wait. I had a feeling Talk FCB Jamie is Hollywood. He never responds to comments. Shake my head. I don't think that it's that. It's just he has, or at least he did. He had his DMs open on Twitter, so I'm sure that my DM just got lost in the sea of messages that he probably gets. Plus, I mean, hang on. Corner kick from Juve. They go short. Cuadrado on his left hits a defender. Oh, and it goes out for another corner. It looks like. Plus, I don't think that Talk FCB, or maybe he does, someone else who follows Barcelona more closely, I don't know that he does a ton of collaborations anyways. But anyway, Josh Byrne, good to see you around, my friend. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate you. Unfortunate what's going on with Liverpool. Corner kick from Juve. Ball to the box. Bonucci looked like he was offside. To me. Ronaldo, offside. Oopsies. Adrian, do you think if Cavani stops playing for United, then Haaland can come in? I mean, there's always potential for that. But I feel like Haaland is destined for another team, personally. Haaland wants that, that regular Champions League competition, deep runs. And I mean, that's where he needs to be. That is absolutely where he needs to be. About 3 minutes left in this first half. 3 minutes until we go to probably to our cruising through Reddit. Oh my goodness, Amin Ahmed. Thank you for that donation. Holy. 14. Amin. I have no idea how much that is, but it's red, so I assume that it's a lot. So thank you, Amin. That's really, really, really kind of you. You really didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it a lot, man. He says, hi, Adrian. Couldn't watch the last live stream. Where do you predict Liverpool will land in the Prem? Very fitting that you're asking about Liverpool from that red donation. Holy shit, Amin. Oh, and Stephanie Myers. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer Stephanie's question as well. I'm just gonna write her down here in the chat. The legend of Stephanie Myers comes through again. My goodness. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Amin. So first off, let's answer Amin's question. As this half is winding down, where do you predict Liverpool will land in the Prem? I think that they're honestly going to end up in like 6th or something like that. The way that things are looking right now, it just doesn't seem as if anything higher than that is really attainable for them. Mind you, even 6th is sort of asking a lot because they do have Everton ahead of them. They do have Tottenham, who are looking good lately and have their attack all clicking with Bale coming in. So where they are now, I would not be surprised if Liverpool just stay where they are now. They certainly look hopeless, both in the attack, and their defense isn't airtight, which was one of the hallmarks of them over the last couple of seasons with Alisson and Van Dijk in there. But without them, and all the injuries they're picking up constantly, I mean, they had another injury this past weekend. I just can't see it getting any better for Liverpool. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better next season. And even next season, I think they'll probably get top 4 back, but I don't see them winning the Premier League. Maybe a decent run in the Champions League again, maybe, if they can all stay healthy. But I think that, I think they might end up around 8th, 7th, 8th, somewhere around there. Maybe get past Tottenham. One of the variables, I think, has to be West Ham. And if they can continue this run. They certainly looked like it. I thought they would have fallen off long ago. There's only 11 matches to go for them, and they're still in 5th, so credit to them. Now, once again, thank you for that donation, man. That's huge. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here's Juve in the attack through Morata. Stephanie, I'm going to get to your question in just a second, I promise you. Let me just see what's going to happen in this match here. There's about a minute left, and some definitely going to be some stoppage time after both Pepe and Demirol were down. Now, Stephanie, let's get to your question. Which team... Oh, it just disappeared on me. Hang on. It's coming. Which team do you think has the deepest roster, starting and bench players, among the top 5 leagues? Thanks. Ooh. That is a good question. Who does have the deepest roster at the moment? Bayern has a pretty deep roster, don't they? Assuming this question, I guess, is assuming, it's a healthy team. I think that Bayern has a pretty deep roster. Maybe not as deep as it was last season. And next season, it's going to be a little less deep now that they're losing guys like Alaba, etc. Probably Boateng as well. Pina, what's up? Hey, Pina. I assume Ark is not cheering for Juve in this match. I assume that he is loving what Porto is doing to them right now. Deepest one. Rabona FC goes wild in the stands. I think that Chelsea has a fairly deep one in comparison to others. City, if they had a striker, would have a pretty decent roster, in my opinion. Who else are you guys saying? PSG? I think that Bayern is the number one choice, and that's what you asked for. My number one choice when it comes to who has the deepest roster, I would say Bayern. I would say Bayern. I still think that they have the best team in Europe at the moment, and are the team to beat. Really. But when you look at the players that City can pull off of the bench, I think that they're a close second. I feel like they need a striker still. I do not trust Gabriel Jesus, and Sergio Aguero is always injured, which is unfortunate for them. Here's the chance for Porto. Oliveira saved by Szczesny, and there are 4 minutes added. We are down about half of them. Quadrado taken out. I think Man City has good depth, says Ryan. Yeah, they have pretty good depth. They could use like I was saying, they could use a striker because without Aguero, they're basically playing without a striker for a while. They had Sterling playing as a striker, what have you. Ronaldo with the ball to Chiesa. Good ball to the near post. But again, Porto has the answer. Corner kick for Juve. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. This is very, very, very kind of you guys. You guys are spoiling me once again. I'd put McKennie on the pitch, says Leif Järvinen. Yeah, man. I would as well. I was really, really surprised that McKennie didn't start this match. Zhuang Vaz, thank you for another donation, man. Thoughts on the great form from Bale and Lingard? I mean, Bale is a funny one because he only just started to play. I think that he was nursing an injury that was worse than we thought for a while. There was those quotes from Mourinho in which he was saying how, Bale seemed like he was fine and he got clearance from the staff, but he asked for a scan, etc. So I think that there was something going on there with Bale. That certainly called into question whether, he even has a hunger to play anymore. But it seems that he always has. Maybe it was an injury that was worse than we had expected. And now that he's comfortable and happy, he's playing extremely well. And we're starting to see that attack that sort of threatened to be so good with Kane and Heung-min Son and either Mora or Dele Alli or whoever you want in the middle. Ball forward for Juve. Again, just finds Porto defenders and their keeper. So yeah, I think that Bale is in incredible form right now, playing extremely well, always looks like he's going to score. And then there's Jesse Lingard, who how many goals do he have now? Like 4 and 6 or something for West Ham. And that's just a question of being in the right sort of circumstances that, you're happy and you're enjoying yourself. It's halftime, by the way, now. Lingard's happy. He's enjoying himself. Maybe there's a little bit of pressure off now that he's not at United anymore and has all those fans constantly ridiculing him. He still will have opposing fans ridiculing him and calling him Lingardino and everything like that. But I think that he's in a circumstance where much more conducive to him having these performances. Because look, when he was at his best at Man United, he was a very effective player. He was a decent attacker. He strikes the ball fairly well. His movement is pretty good. He would link up well with his teammates. And so you're seeing that again from him at West Ham. And it's surprising because it seemed like he was, I don't want to say finished, but certainly on his way down at United. And now he's looking great again, just with a change of scene. r/soccer time. Yeah, man, we'll definitely get the r/soccer going. Yeah, Riyadh, I definitely realized just how much Amin gave me. That was an incredibly generous of him. And I really, really do thank you once again. And everyone else who has shown their generosity in the chat and dropped some donations to directly support the channel. I thank you. You are helping me to continue doing this as a full-time job. So thank you. And I hope it's worth it for you. Clear pen, Demerol in the mud says go left. Yeah, by today's standards, that's a clear pen. Okay, do you guys want to do a little bit of, what's it called? A little bit of r/soccer. Soccer. r/soccer. Let's see here. The back page of the internet. How's that looking? How about my video capture device? How's that looking? Boom. Let's get it. Nope, that's not it. That's not right. There we go. Fade. There we are. We're here now. Let me just adjust my camera on the other one so I don't have to do it after. Can't wait for the OnlyFans account though. Yeah, I know. All those feet pics. All those feet pics, man. Have you seen Piers Morgan? Yeah, of course. Tony, I called it r/stalker because that's the name. All right, as you guys will have known, I'm sure, Jogi Löw is going to be quitting the German national team after this Euros. There was a ton of people that said he should have quit after the last World Cup, that he should have stepped down because that was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing way for Germany to sort of defend their World Cup title. And it was. And it was. And I think that he definitely messed up in saying that he did not want Muller, Boateng, and Hummels. Fair enough to Boateng. He was definitely not in a good space. He was not doing well there. But I think just it's not necessarily something that you need to be public about. You're ultimately the manager, and if people want to ask you why those players aren't in the club, you can say that you're moving in a different direction. Or sorry, not in the club, in the national team. You can just say that you're moving in a different direction and that these players are no longer or are not needed at this time for the direction that the German national team are going. You don't have to say, I will not call these guys again, thank you, but I'm forcing retirement on them. Because now he's even backtracked on Thomas Muller. So you look like a fool, in my opinion. But hey, that's the way that he went about it. Who am I to say? I am not a professional. I've never had to face the music of the international media before. So, yeah, credit to him for winning a World Cup. What else? Oh, yeah. I'm sure you guys saw that video of Pep answering a question in which one of the journalists said something like, Southampton are a tricky team, but they've shown on a couple of occasions that they can lose or they can leak 9 goals. And to that, Pep was like, yeah, we're going to score 18. What kind of question is this? What do you think? This game is a joke? We're just trying to win the game. That will be an achievement. Klopp was asked about the Germany job just to sort of put a nice little bow there. And he said, am I available for the coach of the German national team? No. Lowe did an incredible job. The German FA will find a good solution. You guys know Manuel Veth, who I've collaborated with a few times. He's the area manager for North America for the website Transfermarkt. He said that he would love to see Ralf Rangnick take over and then eventually Jurgen Klopp. And Steven Gerrard, speaking of all this, because there's a lot of people saying how Jurgen Klopp will be on the chopping block here if Liverpool don't go very far in the Champions League and if they finish outside of the top 4. And what's his name? Steven Gerrard said, the Liverpool fans don't want me as their manager. They want Jurgen Klopp. I wish you knew how much we love Jurgen Klopp. Is it a dream for me to one day be the Liverpool manager? Yes, it is, but not yet. Why would you? Why would you have that achievement with Rangers and then just move on right away? He even said so himself, that there's plenty more to do at Rangers. And there still is. They may have won the league, but they're still in the Europa League. There's still plenty more to do. What else can we say? Who mentioned Piers Morgan? I will do the impossible and win the UCL with Juventus. Ronaldo? No, unfortunately for him, he will not, it looks like. I mean, look, if Juve need a complete turnaround in the second half because they looked a little bit hopeless in the attack at times, not a lot of imagination. And the few times where they did have opportunities, Marchesine was there to just absolutely stonewall them. So they have it up against them. Can they pull out 2 goals and force extra time? That seems likely. That seems like something they could pull off. But I can't see them scoring 3 goals. That would be quite the achievement. Chandler Smith, what's up? Peep the yellow badge. Yes, sir. We got a few yellow badges in the chat now. A few of you, which is great to see. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel and has access to these lovely little emoji. Look at them all. Look at them all. I'll hit them all for you. Mike Diener's got to get in there as well. Porto, the Giants of Portugal. All right, what else are we seeing? Galatasaray becomes one of the first clubs to cover their stadium roof with solar panels, allowing the stadium to generate its own energy. You love to see it. Very green of them. An 11-year-old from Greece is the 8th missing child featured in one of Roma's transfer announcement videos to subsequently be found safe and well. You love to see it. AS Roma, shout out to AS Roma and their whole campaign of every time they announce a transfer, they show a different missing child or a different missing person. And they're at 8 now that have been found. Vas with another donation. He says, Merega to win the Ballon d'Or. Mark my words. It's going to happen. Meregol. It's going to happen, man. Thank you for that donation, Vas. Socrates has told us Arsenal's secrets. Olympiacos star Bruma has no fear ahead of Europa League rematch. Ooh, that'll be fun. Araujo and Piqué will miss the second leg away against PSG. That's going to be an interesting one because PSG has some notable players as well that are not going to be there. Of course, Neymar is not going to be available. And Wazaken, I believe, is not going to be available either. I'm not sure if Di Maria is back in time. I'd have to check. What else? Ronaldo's going back to Sporting. It says Helder Cardozo. He recently transferred all his money to Portugal. That would be wild if he did end up going back to Sporting. Wouldn't that be insane? Is he going to play for free? Luis Cavani, Edinson Cavani's father. There is a 60% chance the deal will be reached with Boca. Edinson had many conversations with Riquelme and would like to play for Boca. Why did he sign for United? I don't understand. He should have just signed for Benfica, man. What a fool. Now he wants to go back to South America. I mean, it always seemed like he wanted to be back in South America to begin with. I don't know why. It's a whole family affair. Isn't his brother his agent also? He's the one that was annoying Benfica supporters with how much he was asking, man. Why is Julian Nagelsmann being asked about Klopp being Joachim Löw's successor? That doesn't make sense, but okay. He says, Klopp is an exceptional coach, but I think Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp are content with their partnership. I think so too. I think that Liverpool recognize the extreme circumstances that Klopp has had to manage under. And to sack him after this season would be incredibly harsh, man. CR7 has the best hotels. Best hotels, the best blankets, the best underwear, the best fragrances, all of that. If Cavani had signed for Benfica, he would not be getting any final balls. That's for sure. That's for sure. We are not good at service. Yeah, exactly, Miguel. That's what I'm saying. Is he going to play for free if Ronaldo goes to Sporting? I mean, it does sort of feel like he will be leaving Juve at the end of the season. Is anyone else getting that vibe? Not just because of the rumors. Oh, goodness. We don't want to see these commercials. Gosh, sorry. Not just because of the rumors, but it just feels like that money could be spent better elsewhere, you know? Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I got the screen. Don't worry. And Ronaldo, I don't know. This Juve thing, I can't picture him personally being happy at Juve, especially if they go trophyless this season, which it seems like they might. It really does seem like they might go trophyless, and I can't see Ronaldo sticking around for that. Ryan says, yeah, but where would he go realistically? I mean, I guess it depends on the fashion in which his contract is sort of terminated. But maybe he wants to go to the States. Maybe not. Can he go to the States with his legal stuff? I'm not sure. I don't think he's going back to Portugal. I don't think he's going to United. Maybe he'll go to the UAE or something. Back to Real Madrid, man. Is that Reddit? Yeah, this is Reddit. Genie Wijnaldum about his contract. At the moment, there is no news. It's not that I'm not happy that I have to leave. I'm happy here, but it's not as easy as people think. You have to negotiate with the club, and there are a lot of factors. No agreement as of today. So Genie Wijnaldum might be staying with Liverpool. Of course, there were all those rumors in the summer that he was wanted so badly by, Barcelona, but that didn't come off. Barcelona, do they have money to buy players? I don't know. Is the game back yet? No. Soon, Erling Haaland is the youngest ever player to score in 6 consecutive Champions League appearances from good old Opta. Wow. That's wild. He's insane, man. I saw a thing that was saying that he's absolutely on track to beat Ronaldo's scoring record. It's a matter of if he can keep it up. Jurgen Klopp and Hansi Flick are hot candidates for successors of Jogi Löw, says Bild 7 hours ago. Don't know if Klopp is going to happen. Flick, maybe. Real Sociedad unveils kit for the cup final. I cannot show you guys that because there's a video. Are we back yet? Come on, man. Let's see it. Honestly, Juve, I need to get rid of Ronaldo. It would be good for both sides as they both need fresh starts. Yeah, I agree with you, Luca. Twal says that Ronaldo should go to Barcelona, no cap. Imagine. That's what, I don't know if you guys listen to guys like Gabriel Marcotti and Julian Lorenz, but Marcotti has this fantasy of Ronaldo and Messi just agreeing that they're going to terminate their contracts or see out their contracts at Barcelona and Juve, respectively, and then just choose a team to go and sign for, and they both go and play, even if it's for free or something, just so they play one season together on the same side. Wouldn't that be amazing? Hey, wouldn't that be amazing? All right, we're going to switch to the main screen now because I think that the match should be back any moment, and I don't want to give any opportunities to the copyright police to take down my channel. So here we go. What thread are you on? I'm not on any threads anymore, but I was just on r/soccer subreddit before. Here we go. Pirlo. What did he have to say to the team at the half? Because it is do or die. They need at least 2 goals. At least. Gab Marcotti, the madman, but Jules is stupid. No, I mean, Jules has some crazy takes, of course. Some wild takes. Like when he said that Pickford should be suspended for as long as Van Dijk is injured. That was an extreme take. But I think he's fairly reasonable otherwise. Ronaldo hat-trick incoming, says how 2K. Here we go. Can Ronaldo help turn this around for Juve? Or will Porto go through, continue their journey? Ronaldo and Messi to Besiktas? Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Ronaldo and Messi to go and sign for Stade Rennais or CFR Cluj or Sefere, or however you say it in Romanian. Sergio absolutely chugging the H2O on the sidelines. Morcos, Thank you for the support from Egypt, man. Let's all take the opportunity to absolutely chug some water on the sidelines of this watch-along. If Liverpool want Haaland, they'll need the negotiation lord. Yes, sir. They need someone like me to wheel and deal. That's a terrible pass from Alexandro. Did Haaland score again? Ooh. Oh, what a turn by Uribe. Or sorry, Corona. Jesus Corona. Haaland to Barca? With what money is the question? That is the question. Thank you, Sahars. I appreciate you. Adrian Rabiot to Demiral. Demiral with that unfortunate penalty that he gave away. Could be seen as sloppy. Could be seen as unfortunate. One of those ones that sort of goes either way, in my opinion. Quadrado now. Sandro. Chiesa down the left. Yervinin says he needs to go down that right flank, though. Quadrado. Oh. Ooh. A little saucy. A little saucy there from Quadrado. Comes out to Rabiot now. Chiesa. Failed pass. Cannot get it through Corona. Berat Begu. Respect from France. Hey. Shout out everyone in France. Mobel Abdulaziz. Thank you for that donation, man. And he says, Pirlo out if Juve go trophyless. And this is something that someone asked earlier as well, Momel. And basically my take on it is, I don't think so. Because it seemed like they brought in Pirlo with the understanding that he's a manager that doesn't really know what he's doing. There's a goal from Juve right there. Ronaldo with the good hold-up play, and Chiesa makes it 1-1. Well taken goal, straight into the top corner. So as I was saying, let me just make it 1-1 here on the scoreline. As I was saying, Momel, I think that Juve brought in Pirlo knowing that this is a transition year, and there's a very good chance that they're, one, not going to win Serie A. Two, to expect him to win the Champions League is a lot. Three, maybe the Coppa Italia, but there's no guarantees there either. So I think that they always understood that there was a great chance that they were going to go trophyless. They'll take it as a transition year. They clearly believed in him as a manager and his ideas as a manager. And I think that if they go trophyless, they'll still hold on to him. If they go trophyless next season as well, maybe there's a chance there that they'll get rid of him. What? You missed a goal. Was it called back? Was Ronaldo offside? Or what's going on? Anyway, I don't think that it's a... Yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal. So yeah, I think that he's going to stay on. And if he does get sacked, it would be at the end of next season if they go trophyless once again. Because I think that going too long would be without a trophy would be fatal for him. Here we go. 1-1. Juve need one more goal in order to force extra time. And now the game is on, isn't it? Chiesa is man of the match. Yervinin says, I take my comment back about Chiesa on the left. 3-2 Porto. 1 goal needed from Juve to force extra time. 2 to win it outright. Quadrado. Forward to Morata. (1-1). Yes, sir, vociferous. It is 1-1. Corner kick for Juve now. Will they start piling it on? Ooh, ball flicked at the near post. Comes all the way out to Artur. Poor ball from him. Chiesa gets it wide to Quadrado. Also gets stomped by Taremi. Quadrado, good ball in. Ramsey straight at Marquezine. Looks like it was way off anyway. Zach saying don't write Juve off just yet. Yellow card for Mehdi Taremi for that stamp on Chiesa. Haaland scores again in the other match. My goodness. This man cannot be stopped. Sandro to Chiesa. Sergio Oliveira well in there. Bonucci and Szczesny fiddling around with it at the back. Marega with the press. Szczesny clears it forward. Peach Plucker. Just started watching. How's my boy Tecatito Corona been doing? He's been fine. He's been his shifty self. He hasn't really been... What is Demirol getting all excited about? What is happening here? What is going on here? Why is everyone so angry? But Peach Plucker, he's been shifty. He hasn't had a huge impact on the match, to be honest with you. Oh, a second yellow for Mehdi Taremi for kicking the ball away. Mehdi Taremi gets a second yellow card. He's trying to claim that he didn't hear the whistle. There's no fans in the stands. You don't get to do a Robin Van Persie, I couldn't hear you because of the fans. There's no fans in the stands, man. Red to Taremi. This seems like a good time to use this. And sorry, we had another donation here from Krishna Karumanchi, who has cut down his name from what it was last time he donated. Thank you so much, Krishna, man. I appreciate you. 17 is Krishna. Mehdi Taremi is off. And we had another donation somewhere here. Chandler. Chandler, did you donate already today? Chandler Smith. I don't see it. No, Chandler, number 17, I believe. Mehdi Taremi, has he cost his side here? Or will Porto just defend even deeper than they were before? I mean, that seems like it was a bit harsh to me, to be honest with you. After seeing, I mean, I guess it depends when the referee blew the whistle, but it looked like he blew the whistle and put his arm up, and then he kicked it like a second after, which is a bit excessive. Okay, 18. Chandler Smith. And he says, how much do I have to donate to get a return of career mode? Here's Sergio Oliveira in the attack. Chandler, if your donations are to go towards a startup career mode fund, I would stop that donations stop the donations now, because career mode's not coming back, my friend. I am sorry. I'd have to see it again. To me, it seemed like that was a bit of a harsh second yellow, but I mean, I'd have to see it again to see the exact moment when the referee blew the whistle. But because it seemed like he went like this tweet, and then he kicked it right after that, which is a bit like. But yeah, I'll watch it again, and you guys will get my final moments. Here's Chiesa. Oh, how has he done that off the post? Oh, Chiesa off the post. Oh my goodness. What a ball in behind, and Chiesa gets around Marchesín. Ay, 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 ay. That was close. Off the post. Juve surging at the moment. Are you going to watch Barca PSG? I'm going to let the people decide for me. We'll have another vote. Bonucci now. Bonucci tries to step inside on Pepe, and they get the corner kick. Juve all over Porto. Let's see. Are you Porto all the way? Nah, I don't really care. But if Porto go out, that's fine. If they go through, that's fine. Good header there from Marega. Good defensive header. Kept it away from his own goal. Had to get it perfectly right there. Otherwise, Ronaldo's putting that away. Thank you, Jacques. Oh, it's not. Oh, a foul by Ronaldo, I guess is what they're saying. Never mind. $30. It's going to be a long 30 minutes for Porto. Oh, Tecatito does well to take it off of Alexandro, who's been snoozing through this match, basically. Sergio Oliveira to take this corner kick for Porto. Imagine if Porto score now. Just imagine. They score one goal, and I believe Juve would need 3. Now, Juve going and attacking in the other direction. Chiesa plays the ball forward to Ramsey. Really thought he would have gone wide to Ronaldo there. But he goes down the right. Ramsey checking inside. Rabiot, he has Cuadrado down that left side in tons of space. Cuadrado gets the ball into the back post. Not a very good ball from Cuadrado. Well, this just got a lot more exciting, that's for sure. Jacques, what is your club favori? I support Benfica. Chiesa hoofs it forward for Ronaldo to chase. Marchesín has to come flying out. Sean Attard. Love all the content and all the things you do for us. All the love and support from Isle of Teens. Am I getting baited? Is that a thing? Is that legal for me to search that? Isle of Youth? There's calls for some sort of penalty from Juve. But thank you for that kind comment there, Sean. Sandro. Good ball in by Sandro. Dealt with well by Pepe. Pepe the Warrior, man. Ooh, that was a handball, wasn't it? But I mean, arms at his side like that, that's difficult to give that. Mind you, I have no idea what handball is anymore. Doesn't make sense to me. But I think that not giving that is totally fine. Please say your name, my friend. Je m'appelle Adrian. Pepe's still just a thug. Okay, so Eli Martinez. How do you say it? Do you say Mark, like M-A-R, hard C? Or March? How do you say it? Or sh? Ball to the back post. Ronaldo saved by Mark. I'm just going to call him Mark. FC Porto's keeper is named Mark now. Good turn by Arthur Marega. And then Arthur turns right into Matheus Uribe. Ramsey. Quadrado. Quadrado to the back post. Chiesa. There it is. 2-1 Juve. They've done it. They have brought themselves level. So, if it stays... Well, I was about to add Chiesa as a donator. Chiesa is not a donator, my friend. So, if it stays like this, if it stays at this score, it looks like Morata was offside, but Chiesa was not. If it stays at this score, we're going to extra time. That is for sure. What a ball again from Quadrado, though. Hey? As we spoke about at the beginning of this game, he is one of the most important pieces of this Juve attack. I apologize for my noisy chair constantly creaking and making sounds. Chiesa with 2 goals. How good has he been lately? He was a slow starter at his new side, but it looks like it's going to be given or no? Morata was offside. Oh no, it's given. Right? Sean Attar. Yeah, I thought it was bait, Sean. 3-3 on aggregate. 2-1 Juve. Okay, so Marchesin is what you say. Got it. He's another one that always has... It seems like depending on the commentator, there's different pronunciation. So, Chiesa, 3 attempts. 2 on target. 2 goals. Porto getting robbed, says Russian. What is the robbery? I really do need to watch that moment again. Hannah says, I'm so mad. What up, Hannah? Let me see this red card. I'm going to watch it again. Hold up. I'm going to watch it again. Let me turn off my mic for a sec. Hello? Um, so yeah, as I was saying, when my mic would not go off mute, um, Kuipers blows the whistle, and it was Max. I mean, guys, I pressed the button. I don't know. My mic doesn't want to unmute for some reason. Um, Maximum 2 seconds until Taremi kicks the ball. It's like he blows the whistle, Taremi receives the ball and kicks it. I think that's a weak yellow, man. I honestly think that's a weak yellow. G Money 7 says, does Juve advance with this score? No, this would go to extra time at how it stands right now. 3-3. It was 2-1 for the home team in the first leg, 2-1 for the home team in the second leg. So they are all even. Perfectly even. Ball over the top. Ronaldo is behind him. It's over Rabiot. It is offside, says the linesman. G Money 7, thank you for that donation, man. I mean, it's a weak second yellow, but even taking away the like, oh, it's a second yellow, you shouldn't give a player a second yellow for something like that. Even if it's just his first yellow, it's a bit of a harsh one, man. Like 2 seconds, he was receiving the ball and shooting. He could have it's sort of like pulling up to an intersection and the light goes red as your bumper's just going over the stop line type thing. You know what I mean? Like you could slam on your brakes. I don't know. It seems kind of harsh to me. $20 in this half remaining. Everyone's saying rigged and robbed. Maybe it's just a referee mistake and it's not always a tinfoil hat issue, you know? Maybe the referees just made a mistake. My God. Rabiot with the ball in, and that was offside. Omar says that red evens out the penalty not given in the first leg. Yeah, I mean, were people yelling rigged and robbed there? Maybe. I don't know. Manafa. Get your tin hats, everybody, says Cynthia. My goodness. It's so annoying hearing the ref is a cheater, they've been robbed, blah, blah, blah. Everything is always such a conspiracy in football these days. Just in the world these days, there's always a conspiracy. There's always tinfoil hats. Like, my goodness. My goodness. Sar. Porto have not been bad. Have not been bad being a man down. It hasn't been all Juve all the time. They're at least having a good moment right now. It's been mostly Juve most of the time, but not all Juve all the time. Chiesa wide. Quadrado. Porto's going to score, says Seb. There you go. Someone believes. Chiesa. Oh, close from Chiesa. Goes for that very dangerous touch. Money is the only conspiracy. Porto forward. Ronaldo. That looked like Ronaldo came from an offside position to me. Sandro. Wide. Conspiracy theory. Adrian and Paco are the same person. Okay. Martin, come on, man. You can't be saying stuff like that so casually. You're going to cause us all sorts of hysteria in the chat. I mean, you don't need to do that. You definitely don't need to do that, man. It would be impressive if Juve do. I mean, would it be impressive, though? I don't know. Juve winning at home against Porto with a man up for most of the second half. I don't know if that's overly impressive, but you definitely don't need to do that. I mean, you've done more than enough. Thank you. Marega. Porto just can't string the passes. Mr. Darkrai. I hope that your move... Oh, good ball through to Marega, and he cannot get it under control. Mr. Darkrai, I hope that your move to the new country went well. Let me just add you in here. Number 20, my goodness. Mr. Darkrai, 100. Yo, first time catching the Watchalong after my move and can't stay for long because of work tomorrow. Hey, man, no worries. Thank you for stopping in. Question, will Inter win the Serie A? Yes, I believe they will. That was my prediction at the beginning of the season, given that, you know, Juventus is in a transitional year. I definitely didn't expect AC Milan to be this strong, but I do think that Inter are absolutely the favorites now. That win over Atalanta was massive to sort of cement their place a bit against a tough opponent. Now look at Juve bringing on De Ligt and Weston McKennie. I feel like McKennie should have been on there much earlier. Interested to see who comes off. Is it going to be Ramsey or is he going to take off Arthur? But anyways, yeah, I think that Inter have to win the Serie A. If they don't, that's embarrassing. They have no other competitions to worry about. And like I said, Juve in such a transitional period, it would be very embarrassing if they didn't win it at this point. Why do you stream here and not on the purple platform? I don't know. See ya, Riyadh. I don't know, man. I've never really thought about making the transition over because all of my audience is here. I feel like I get more viewers over here than I would over on Twitch. Maybe that's not the case, but certainly feels as if it is. It would be. And I want to make it convenient for the people that follow me on YouTube. You know, not everyone is familiar with Twitch or wants to create a new account or anything like that. Arthur. Quadrado. Ronaldo. Chiesa. McKennie is a fantastic player, says Mr. Darkrai. As a Napoli fan, it hurts to say that. Yeah, he is. He's been great since arriving at Juve. Much, much, much deserved to get that permanent move. Don't say the name, says Bronev. YouTube gets angry. Rabiot. Quadrado. Will they be able to find this winner in the next 14 minutes? De Ligt, Ronaldo running at the defense. Morata turns inside, tries to dink to the back post to McKennie. He does so. McKennie tried to get the header back across goal for Ronaldo. Maybe he should have just gone for the header at goal instead. Adrian, which player do you think Benfica needs, and which player would you want them to get? Wow. Opening up a big old can of worms there, but I would love for Benfica to get Rodrigo de Paul. We suck with our final ball, so he is absolutely someone that we need. Someone who can string a pass, you know? So I would love for Benfica to get Rodrigo de Paul, but he's destined for, you know, either a top Premier League team or Serie A side before he goes to Benfica. I would be very surprised if he went to Benfica. Yeah, I think that answers your question. Rabiot wide to Quadrado. Again, that long ball in. Ronaldo. Ooh, not sure if Ronaldo was going for the shot or the pass there, but it looked like he was going for the pass to Morata. And he did something in between a header towards goal and a header across goal. Yeah, the more I see it, the more it looks like it was supposed to be for Morata. Ronaldoof, says Rex. Definitely a Ronaldoof. Mastermind says Otamendi is shit. I mean, Otamendi has been pretty solid for us, actually. He started terribly, but he's been good since. Him and Lucas Verissimo are very promising together. Ball through to Chiesa. That looked like it would have been offside either way. Yeah, that was definitely offside. Noah Ramon Almeida. Benfica is getting Diego Costa. Yeah, it certainly seems like that's the case. Diego coming back to Portugal. I mean, I don't hate it. Like I said on Twitter, or maybe it was a YouTube comment. I don't remember. But it's not my money, so if Ronaldo wants to get Diego Costa, if he can stay healthy, he'll be a great signing. Quadrado now. Will he go for that ball in behind the defense? No, he doesn't. Sandro occupying the midfield, basically. Chiesa down the left. But yeah, Järvinen, I think the more that I watch this match, I can see why Chiesa's playing down the left, because he tends to stay wide and then make runs inside, whereas Sandro, even under Sarri, was constantly pulling inside. Chiesa is constantly getting in behind, occupying those areas that Quadrado does down that right side. So it makes more sense. He looked like he was offside and a handball from Chiesa there.
Yeah, Luis. Diego Costa back to Portugal on Robotis TV next week. Maybe. I don't know if that will get a dedicated video, but when is he supposed to sign for us? I mean, I guess he's a free agent, right? So he can sign outside of the transfer window, no? Porto back post. Sergio Oliveira is heading to nobody. Maybe should have just taken that down himself. Cuadrado making a mess of this. And the long ball forward finds nobody. Oof. Was that Manaf or ball forward for Chiesa. Chiesa running against Tecatito. Chiesa goes outside. Ooh, saved by Marchesine. Morata with the swing and the miss. Ay, 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 ay. My God, Morata. Just take that down, man. Just take that down. Oof. Zaidu with the decent shot. Saved by Chesney. Arthur now going in the other direction. He has McKennie ahead of him. Never change Alvaro. Chelsea legend. That's right, man. Oh, man. That was horrible. Ronaldo driving at the defense. Something that not many players are trying to do. Looked like it might have been a foul, but Bjorn Kuiper says no. That's why you got to love Bjorn. My guy. Tecatito being told to get up by, I didn't see who actually. Chiesa probably. Nice little dive there from Tecatito. Not a dive from Ronaldo. It wasn't a dive from Ronaldo, actually. I agree with you, Mr. Arich. What kind of C are we saying here? Yeah, I think it should have been a foul. On Ronaldo, not on Mr. Jesus Corona. Ball forward. 84th minute now, guys. Partway through the 84th minute. Merega flopping. What is happening to Juve, says Emeraldino. Oh no, he got a knee in the ass. Merega got a knee in the ass, that's for sure. Free kick for Porto. 5 minutes remaining. Ooh. Good attack here from Porto. Merega. Ooh, side netting. Side netting. Close one from Merega. Oh my goodness. That was a bizarre attempt. The way he sort of passed that towards the near post. Nearly. Stop with the fake goals. Please do. Ronaldo now. Wide to Cuadrado. Morata. Artur. Sandro tucked way inside with Chiesa down that left flank. One-on-one with Corona. Ball into the box. That's a good one. Just flicked away by Mbemba. Ronaldo crying. He was right there. Now, corner kick for Juve. Ooh, so close. Right through the box. Morata. Arthur. Rabiot with the strike. Terrible strike. Panucci's fired up on the bench. Amin Ahmed. Thank you for that donation once again, Amin. My God. Morata. I did not miss that. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, man. With the room quotes. Dude, that was bad from Morata. He just needed to take that down. Chiesa causing so many problems down this left flank, isn't he? Playing extremely well. This is the player that Juve bought. It looks like Ronaldo just flicked the ball straight out. And he did. Corona. Oh, beautifully done. And that's a foul there from Sandro. Sandro just having a nightmare, in my opinion. Not playing well at all. McKennie. Artur. McKennie again. Morata made that run through, but no one picked him up. Rabiot sprays it wide to Chiesa. Just a minute left in regulation. Chiesa with the ball into the box, headed away. Rabiot. Delict. Ronaldo with the header down. McKennie can't get to it. Sandro driving forward. Goes to Chiesa eventually. Rabiot. Ball in the box. Flick to Chiesa. Chiesa tries to step inside. I feel like Rabiot should have just smacked that low on goal. Just hit that low and hard. But again, who am I to say? Substitution for Porto. Matuso Uribe is coming out. Marco Grujic is coming on. Liverpool legend. Here we go. What can Grujic add to this? Artur. Wide to Cuadrado. Cuadrado down that right flank. Once again with the ball into the back post. Headed away by Benafa. Tecatito. Oh, great ball over the top to Morata. Morata off the post and in. Looks like he's offside though. I mean, it's Morata we're talking about here. That was a great finish, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be offside. Oh, yeah, dude. That's definitely offside. Nice finish, though. Nice finish from Morata. Another offside from him. Absolute offside legend. He wants a shot at Inzaghi's title, man. Looks like this one is going to extra time, boys. Of course, I might be jinxing it here. Yeah, offside. Confirmed. Alvaro Morata, says Mr. Darkrai. Yeah, that's it. Man's life. You know, if Morata was playing in a different era where there was no VAR, how many goals would he have? Poor guy, born in the wrong era. Now, a chance for Juve to attack. Ronaldo hasn't really imposed himself too much besides that admitted great assist for Chiesa. Sandro. Chiesa. Artur has done fairly well in this deeper position. Typically, I don't like him in this position. I like him a little further up the field, but he's done fairly well. Marega and yikes, that's not a good pass at all. Cynthia has really been hoping for that PK shootout this whole match, and I think she could get her wish here. Although a man down for Porto, you know, they're gonna start getting very tired out there. Quadrado. Chiesa, one-on-one with Corona. Chiesa versus Corona. Delict pushed way up the pitch. Vass, what's up, man? You're here. Quadrado steps around his man. Quadrado, oh, off the crossbar. Oh my God, that was so close to being my favorite goal of the season. Alexandro. Chiesa stepping inside. Dealt with by Porto. That's a foul. Oh my goodness. Oh. Juan Quadrado almost with an absolute belter that would have put Juve through. Holy, what a strike. Chiesa, absolute foul on Grujic. Absolute foul on Grujic there. Oh, Quadrado, so close. So close. Oh. Dybala on the bench. Happy to see him. Rabiot. Delict. Man, Steven's going to start screaming at me soon. I might have to go feed him. Morata now. Pep. Morata. Does he win the corner? Now he does. Aggregate for the Dortmund match is 5-4 Dortmund currently. We got Steven at the door. Uh-oh. He's meowing. He's starting the screaming. This is the last play. And it's headed away by Porto. Or at least it should be the last play. We demand Steven. You have a dog, Adrian? Yes, I have a dog. Here, I'll let him in. The match, I'll let him in as soon as this match is, or at least, what's it called, is over. Regulation time. I can't speak right now. My brain is fried. Steve, you want to come in? Yeah, he wants to come in. Here's Cuadrado with another ball into the box over and over. How many times have they tried that? And again, Cuadrado to the back post. Ronaldo. Ooh, yuck. What was that? What was that? Took your eye off the ball, man. Oh. Show your doggo. You have a cat and a dog? No, I just have a cat that's about as big as a dog. This has to be the final kick. How long is this referee going to let this go on? Porto. Ooh, good turn inside. Porto attacking still. This has got to be it. And that's it. Okay. It's going to go to extra time. It's going to go to extra time here. Hopefully they don't take too long in between. Let me get the boy for you. I will show you the boy. Come. Come on in. Come on. He's gonna be really mad though because it's feeding time. It's dinner time, right? He wants his food. Here, purr into the mic for the people. There you go. You want your food now? Yeah, he wants his food. Okay. I need to go fill up my water and I need to feed Steven. So I will be back in about 2 minutes or something like that. I will be very quick and then we'll watch the rest of this extra time here. This was the cat reveal, guys. You got him. Here he is. This is Steve. He's hungry. Let's go. I will be right back, guys. I promise you. are back. Just in time, too. Look at that. Hey, Muse Records. What's up, man? Zach, thank you for the Steven tax. I appreciate it. Nice dog. Yeah, thank you. He is a very big dog. Oh, I was back even early. They haven't even kicked off yet. Sweet. Stephen purring is the sound of God. Bon appetit, Steve. The guy really named his cat after Steve Bruce. That's right. Okay, so Muzai Records. Thought I missed the watch along. Thanks, Chiesa. Thank you for the donation, man. Wow. Number 21. Is that a record for us? I don't know. 21 different people. That's crazy. Can't believe there's that many of you that allow yourself to get scammed by me. I'm just joking. That are so kind and generous. Thank you so much. Everyone else out there, thank you so much for just showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Dropping a like if you are enjoying yourselves here, or a dislike if you hate what you see. That's fine by me. I appreciate you coming through either way. All right, let's go. Did you name him after Steve Bruce? No, I didn't name him after Steve Bruce. I did not. Oh, wow. Yeah, the stream is definitely longer. I need to message someone that I was supposed to interview after this. Juve on the ball, though. Lucas Conrad, you're back, man. Welcome back. What happened? A red card for Taremi, which I think is a little bit harsh from the referee. And Chiesa, masterclass, man. Chiesa showing him how it's done out there. Rabiot on the ball. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to... I absolutely hate being late for things, and I hate wasting people's time, so I had to message that guy now just to say, like, look, there's a chance that I'll be a little bit late, but hopefully this will be wrapped up within the next hour, and then I just won't be late and not have to worry about it. Cuadrado. He's going to get himself a yellow card. For what? For what? Man, Tecatito really drawing the ire of the Juve players out. Oh, because he held his face. He didn't even go down, though, to be fair to Tecatito. That was all Cuadrado doing that to himself, getting himself that yellow card, man. All right, free kick to Porto. Sergio Oliveira. Headed away by McKennie. Not a very good free kick. Ball into the box. Gathered by Chesney. Thank you for like the tree. I hope that you're enjoying those new emoji. Now, Ronaldo trips, slips, still manages to get the pass away. Artur. Ball into the box. McKennie. Morata back to Ronaldo. He cannot step around his man. Ronaldo still on the ball. Sprays it wide to Rabiot, who almost lets it go out. Yeah, my time is a little bit back. I mean, unfortunately, I have to watch on DAZN, which is an online thing, so it's always going to be behind. McKennie, Quadrado, ball in, dealt with again. Not a full clearance, though, from Porto. There's Chiesa down that right. Järvinen will be happy to see that. Quadrado to the back post, and there is no Chiesa there to put it in. McKennie turns... Oh, blocked. Sandro trying to go through all of the Porto defenders, and ultimately just pulls Pepe down. What do you watch it on? I watch it on DAZN. It's the only option in Canada, I believe. Yeah, Henry Miranda, I do remember that. Ball forward from Porto. Won by Juve. Juve tried to lump it forward for Chiesa. Oof. Almost looked like a poor touch from Pepe that Chiesa would have been able to capitalize on, but he recovers, showing his experience. Quadrado standing tall there. If it ends like this, who wins? Nobody. It goes to a shootout, Brian. Corona trying to step around Demiral. Sergio Oliveira. Oof. McKennie. Crown, it's this. DAZN. Pronounced DAZN, as they say. Yeah, Dan, the mods can definitely permaban people. Or at least I can. I know that for sure. Quadrado. Artur. Ooh, stepping around Grujic. That's a poor pass from McKennie. Very poor pass. Free kick for Porto. Just inside our half. Luis Diaz. Ride Tosianj to Quadrado has been the player of the game. 10 key passes along with a solid defensive performance. Don't remember the last time a player, let alone defender, had 10 key passes. Yeah, I mean, he's basically playing as a winger the way that he's playing. Tecatito is starting to play much better as this match goes on. And he wins a corner for Porto. Happy birthday to Carl's brother. Oh, what a turn. From Corona, Marega headed straight at Szczesny. Marego, if that was Seferovic, he would have scored. Rabiot going in the other direction now for Juve. Morata back to Rabiot. Rabiot has Quadrado wide with tons of space if they can find him. Rabiot, decent ball to Ronaldo. Away. Oof. What are we calling here, referee? What a turn that was by Corona. Oh, Marega. Nice try, Rene. Not gonna happen, man. Peace out with that. Don't bait me into that stuff. Now, Juve going the other direction. Morata with a poor pass through McKennie. Ronaldo. Now, ball through from Cuadrado to Chiesa. Chiesa cannot get that final ball in. Porto are defending quite well now. Chiesa on Diaz. Oh, and he loses the ball. That's poor from him. Poor from him. Did he pull up there? Did he pull something? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. 100 minutes of football. It's a lot of running. Sergio Oliveira is down. Cuadrado needs to be careful here. He could get that second yellow. Kulusevski and Bernadeschi are coming on. Time to move the Toque into sport mode for the rest of this match. We're now in sport mode. More ventilation. Let some of the hair out. We're good. Federico Chiesa is off. Bernadeschi is on. I didn't see who, what's his name? Kulusevski replaced. Artur. No problem, Joel Stevens. Hope you're having a good workout, man. Hope you're staying safe. Ball forward to Ronaldo. Can he reach it? Marchesin gets there first. Well taken. Ronaldo rolling around, holding his ankle. There's no chance that's a penalty. Yellow card for Bernadeschi? Or who? Yellow card for who? Or for Pepe? I have no idea what's going on in this match anymore, man. Oh my god. Pepe's asking people to calm down. It's all madness out there right now. No idea. Ronaldo holding his arm. Is he actually injured or what's going on? Sport mode activated. You know it, baby. We're in sport mode right now. So Ronaldo initially is holding his ankle, then he's holding his shoulder after. I mean, the shoulder definitely seems like the more likely thing to have been hit. Ooh, no, he did get clattered, let's be real, but it wasn't a foul. Oh, it was for Bernadeschi. Okay, thank you, Mr. Replay. Man, DAZN is so slow with the replays. Usually DAZN are so slow with the replays. Usually they take forever. What's up, Eric? Thanks for joining us. Sorry, guys, they're just showing a ton of replays of the various things, like Ronaldo getting clattered, not a penalty in my opinion. Bernadeschi's foul on Grujic, absolutely a yellow card. Big owie owie. The zone highlights are horrible, says Zach. Yeah, man, they really are. They're so slow, they don't show them half the time. McKennie wide to Kulusevski. Someone just please score. Put us out of our misery here. Kulusevski going down now. All of us just flopping in the chat. It's making us all tired. We're all sleepy. This match is making us sleepy. This one is almost done. This first half of extra time. We're so close to Cynthia getting what she wants. That penalty shootout. But she does admit, since Porto gets so many penalties in the league, they will be well practiced at this. Juve, they get some penalties as well, my friend. Should be the the battle of the Titans out there. Ronaldo. Wide to Bernadeschi. And it's out for a corner. Here we go. Ball into the box. Headed away. Horrible. Stream the game on Twitter? No. Will not do that. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate the recommendation. Anyone else out there looking for streams of this match? Maybe Twitter's the spot. Maybe that's what he was trying to say. Stream the match on Twitter. I don't know. Never heard of that personally. McKennie. Gonna do a video on the new CL format soon. Asks Mark. Shh. Hey, Mark. That's tomorrow's upload. The video's almost done. Don't ruin the surprise for everyone. Now, Tecatito again. Ryan says, Juve has no formation or particular strategy. They're just running around and gassing out. I don't think they'll make it past the next round at this rate. I don't think they will make it past the next round either if they make it past Porto in the shootout. But yeah, they've switched to a 4-4-2, but like I said, when they attack, it sort of becomes a 3-5-2, and that Quadrado is often joining the attack. And Alexandro sort of shifts over to make it a back three. But I mean... yeah, they don't look great, do they? They do not look great. They haven't looked good. I mean, Juve hasn't been pleasing to watch for a really long time. That final season with Allegri even was not a great watch, in my opinion. So, they've just been on a slow decline. A slow and steady decline that is sort of culminating with this. Nemo, nobody says, sorry if I was already discussed, but I missed it. Was the red card deserved or was it in any way questionable? In my opinion, it is questionable. In my opinion, it is harsh, given that, you know, I watched it back and the infamous muting of the mic. I watched it back and I counted, and the referee blew his whistle as the ball was bouncing towards Taremi, and I hit maybe 2 seconds. 1, 2, and that's when he kicked it away. To me, that's a bit harsh, in my opinion. A bit of a weak yellow card. All right. Here we go. Another 15 minutes. I sense another red incoming, says X Prime 10. Hey, man, I'd take it. I'd take it. I mean, says declines should be sharp, just like Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are the definition of a sharp decline right now, aren't they? Max Kellerman, thank you for that donation. I unfortunately do not think, to answer your question, I do not think that Liverpool can win the Champions League. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if Leipzig turn it around, because Leipzig are looking great these days. Now that they finally have Alexander Sorloth doing well in the attack. The last 2-3 matches that Leipzig have played, they've looked good. And with Sorloth in the attack, a guy that they've sort of been missing in their attack since Timo Werner has left. They've been missing that sort of integral striker. I mean, Poulsen comes and goes, yes, of course. But Sorloth has been looking good, not only in goal scoring, but in combining with his teammates, getting assists as well. So with that Liverpool back line, I wouldn't be surprised if Leipzig turn it around. I wouldn't be surprised, man, at all. That's why I kind of want to watch that match tomorrow. But who cares what I think, right? It's all about what you guys want to do. And I am happy to watch either match, really. But thank you for that donation. Thank you for all the donations today, guys. Very much appreciate you. Hafsa, can we stop talking about Leipzig, please? Hafsa, I mean, again, guys, when people pay their own money that they've earned or that someone else has earned for them, I don't know everyone's case, but when people pay money to ask a question, I'm going to answer it, and I'm not just going to give them a yes or no answer. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. Now let's get back to this thrilling match of Juventus versus FC Porto. Clash of the Titans. Rabiot, Sandro. Wide to Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi, one-on-one with Tecatito. Alexandro, inside, back outside, to Bernardeschi. Sandro checks inside again. Demiral. Pass it to Rabiot. Hey. We got Quadrado. We got Kulusevski. Quadrado. Into the box. Pepe says no. Can we talk about the lack of Havnar emoji? I'm sorry about that, Muzai Records. I really am. But thank you for that donation, man. Max Kellerman says, Liverpool UCL winners 2021. Mark my words. Hey, there we go. That's what we want to see. 2021 Champions League winners, Liverpool. I personally can't see it. But hey, man, that would be quite the story. If they absolutely slump and make a mess of the league and then and then they end up winning the Champions League. That's hard to picture, but they could do it. Adrian, just say insert blank so all these guys crying for it shut up. What is it? Why would I say that? Here's Juve going the other direction. Ronaldo maybe should have played a pass. He cuts inside, strikes, and it's deflected wide. Yikes. Bars keep coming, man. Watch out. I have my hat in sport mode, so you know the bars are going to keep coming. It's a corner kick for Juve. Will they or won't they? We'll have to wait and say. Corner kick to the near post. Yeah, I've got nothing, man. Quadrado. Whew. Why is Dybala not playing? Is he out of favor, says Momel? I think it's a mix of that. And also, he's had injuries. He had COVID. Here's Kulusevski. Cuts inside. What a... Oh, and his shot is blocked. Please, someone score. I think that it's a mix of that Momel, of him having the injuries, falling out of favor a little bit. I mean, like I said on a previous stream, one of the best things that Sarri did was get the most out of Dybala for the first time since his first couple of seasons at Juve. But since then, it's been tough for him. I think that COVID might have had a bigger impact on him than perhaps we would have thought. I think that there's going to be a lot of players that, if they had a bad case of it, we won't really see them reach their peak potential for a while, or maybe never again, because of the sort of respiratory issues that it does cause them. So maybe there's a bit of that going on. Maybe it's quite simply just the injuries that are going on. But I think that it's sort of a mix of everything, really. Ball forward for Diaz. Diaz. Oh, Cuadrado falls. Diaz still has it. Steps around. Demiral cuts it back. Grujic does not strike. Poor strike in the end. And Sandro can clear it. Oh my goodness. Grujic just hit that early. That's what I'm saying. I'm a big supporter of hitting it early, low, and hard. That's all I want. That's all I want. I'm talking about football. Anyone out there who's saying, oh, Adrian likes to hit it early, low, and hard. I'm talking about football only, strictly. Zach says, I'm neutral, but I want to see him goal in extra time. Yeah, me as well. And here's Adrian Rabiot trying to do that for us. Driving forward. Kulusevski. Be our lucky Africa. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Bernadeschi. Out for a corner? Yes, sir. We have about 8 minutes left in this half. It is a dangerous Juve attack, says the little match ticker that you guys can see. Adrian, do you believe CR7 is to blame for Juve decline? I don't think you can just blame one dude. Bernadeschi, short corner. Kulusevski cuts around the outside. And Tecatito has been an absolute Donny, both in the attack and defense for Porto on that right flank. What a player. What a player. Rabona TV, that's what she said. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take something out of Cynthia's book. Red card for Cynthia. How dare you? How dare you, Cynthia? Oh. Mark, my friend, just wondering why you sometimes introduce yourself as Paco and other times as Adrian, secret twin. I mean, I'm Adrian, so I always introduce myself as Adrian, but Paco introduces himself as Paco. He came to be sort of, I don't know when Paco started hosting videos, but I mean, since I'm just one guy at Rabona TV, I needed some help, and so I figured Paco was the most knowledgeable guy that I know, and the most capable guy of hosting and just making sure that it seems like there's not a noticeable difference when I'm hosting versus Paco's hosting. You know, it's not much of a fall off, really. He's a little bit worse than me, but yeah, that's basically it, man. But thank you for that donation, Mark. Also, you know, you got to keep it in the family. I got to give it to my brother, Paco. Those hosting duties. Thank you for that, Mark. I appreciate you. Murata with a scuff shot towards goal. Oh, that's a great tackle from Adrian Rabiot. Apparently not, says Mr. Bjorn Kuipers. Another yellow card. Handing him out like crazy. Shout out Bjorn, my man Bjorn. He always makes it interesting. Oh my gosh, that strike from Murata, just poor. The man needs to take a touch. You know, he had that chance in the second half where he tried to volley it and absolutely scuffed it, sent it spinning to his right. He needs to just take a touch. Ooh, Sergio Oliveira saucing on Weston McKennie, and he wins the free kick for FC Porto. And that's in a good spot, if you ask me. That is in a very decent spot. Enough room to get it up and over the wall and down in time. think Allegri leaving Juve was a mistake, says Shava. To be honest, would love to see him manage somewhere else, though. Need him back in the game. Yeah, man. I mean, maybe he'll take some time off, as Pochettino did. Porto, free kick. Sergio Oliveira. With a long run-up. The strike. And he gets it in! At the near post. Or the far post. I don't know. But he hits it low and hard. He doesn't even bother going up and over the wall. He just hits it low and hard. Juve are out. Unless they score 2 goals. That is crazy. Sergio, Mike Oliveira's brother, has scored. Porto are going through. Juve, a horrible season for them. Juve, an absolutely horrible season for them. Man, Sergio Oliveira just needs to play with the... Oh, Szczesny, come on. Szczesny, what are you doing? He should have had that. Szczesny should have had that, man. Sergio Oliveira just needs to let the hair flow. He needs to put his hair in sport mode right now and just let it flow for the rest of this. After scoring a goal like that, come on. No penalties for Cynthia. Unfortunate for you, Cynthia. Penalties got a red card. Looks like Juve are out and Porto are through. 4-3 on aggregate. 2-2 on the night. Juve need 2 goals if they are to go through. Kind of weak, says Mike. I agree with you. I believe that Szczesny should have had that. Lucas Conrad says, to repeat what I said earlier, Porto. Says Lucas, thank you for that donation, my man. Oh, Juve. Almost with the instant reaction there. Ronaldo at the near post, saved by Marchesin. And Juve score! Rabiot from the corner. Oh my goodness, can they pull it off? Adrian Rabiot with the towering header from the corner kick. It is 3-2 Juventus on the night. They still need another goal because Porto has those 2 away goals. Wow. What a header. What a game. Okay, we got goals now. All I had to do was put my hat into sport mode and we're going. We are flying. My goodness. Beautiful header into that top corner from Adrian Rabiot. I mean, Adrians know how to get things done. You know? We Adrians know how to get things done. My French brother. 1 goal in 7 matches. That's the kind of turnout that you want to see. Whew. What an extra time. I mean, all of us could have just taken a nap for the first 90 minutes. We would have woken up. Oh, extra time. Beautiful. Porto a man down. Interesting. Let's see what happens here. And it would have been, we would have been thrilled by this 30 minutes of football. Here we go. Now, Juve have about probably 5-ish minutes left in order to go through. But there is no chance of penalties at this point, everyone. Just to remind you, Porto would go through as things stand. As things stand, Porto would go through. Juve need another goal. They need to win 4-2 on the night, 5-4 on aggregate in order to go through. I cannot speak anymore. I think maybe my hat is affecting my vision. It's affecting my speech. Porto are a man down. They just need to hold it in the corner and hang out. Marko Grujic is not going to do that, though. He is not really. Referee's calling a free kick there. Well. Kelvin says, this is such an amazing match. Kelvin coming in here. Do not come in here with that name, man. That brings back some PTSD. All right. Okay, sure. I can see how that would be a foul. Grujic peeking. You peeker. Ooh. With the David Luiz peek, man. Here we go. Luis Diaz with the free kick from the corner for Porto. To the back post. Grujic, the peeker, does not get it headed towards goal, but he does keep possession, and I believe that will be a goal kick for Juve. Here we go. 119 minutes are up. Hride Tosianj Heartbreaking for Porto if they lose from here. Thank you so much for that donation, Ride. Number 24 on the night. Here's Juve on the attack. Ronaldo cannot get it under his spell. Porto through Luis Diaz going down this right-hand side. Luis Diaz cuts inside, rolls it inside. Pepe streaming forward. He plays it through. That's a great ball, but Szczesny, the man with the weak wrists, is able to cut it off. Well read there. I need to put Ride in this damn ticker, man. Ride, thank you so much for that donation, bro. Ride Tosiange. Thank you, man. And he says, heartbreaking for Porto if they lose from here. That absolutely would be heartbreaking considering how against it they are in this match. Could that be a penalty for Juventus? De Ligt goes down. They are calling a corner kick for now. Will VAR check it out? Grujic, he's given De Ligt a little come on bro shove. They're all talking to De Ligt as if he flopped. He's saying no. Let's see here. Replay. I mean, there's a tiny bit of touch. Tiny little touch. I don't think that's a penalty, though. There's no way. There's no way. It's just a corner kick. That's the right call from the referee. Corner kick. There's 3 minutes of added time, everybody. Corner kick from Cuadrado into the box. Headed away by Porto. Bernardeschi falls on his ass as he tries to get it in. Morata now. One-on-one. Morata goes to the byline. And he wins another corner kick for Juventus. About 2 minutes left in this match now, everybody. Corner kick. Corner kick. Bernardeschi swings it into the box. That's a tough one. De Ligt gets his head on it, but cleared away by Porto. Porto have everybody back, as you would in this sort of moment. Bernardeschi harried back to Alexandro. Sandro inside to Rabiot with space. Rabiot on his left hits it towards the Mars lunar lander thing that is in space, currently sending photos back to us on planet Earth here. That was a horrible strike. Not sure if that was supposed to be a cross or a strike at goal. Whatever it was bad and it was offensive to the eyes, and I wish that my toque was covering my eyes in this moment. Looks like it's going to be game over here. Marchesín is doing his best to get himself a yellow card, having a little conversation with the referee in the box, standing with his back to the ball still. Chancel Mbemba gets himself a yellow card as well. There's about a minute left. Ball forward from Weston McKennie. De Ligt is playing as a striker. The good old Barcelona Piqué situation. De Ligt with a poor pass inside. Luis Diaz gets clattered. Absolutely clattered by Kulusevski, although it did look like Kulusevski got ball first. It did look like Kulusevski got ball first, so I'm not exactly sure what the call is there, but hey, this referee just, does what feels right. Power to him. Free the boy Steve. The boy Steve is free. He ate and now he's sleeping probably. Bro, it's 4 in the morning. Shout out to you, man, for hanging out with us at 4 in the morning. That's wild. Shout out to you. Unfortunate that you have to watch football at an hour like this. Porto are better than Piedmont Calcio. That's right. Marchesín with the ball forward. That's it. Is it it? No, he has not blown yet. Is he going to allow Juve another attack? Last chance for Juventus here. Through Cuadrado. Cuadrado with a long ball to the left flank. Demiral flicks it forward. De Ligt is in there. Pepe with an acrobatic clearance. Out to Porto's midfield. Cuadrado goes down. It is a free kick. It is a free kick to Juventus. They absolutely have to get this delivery perfect. Marcos Loom is on for Sergio Oliveira. Cuadrado to deliver it, no doubt. Cuadrado, a poor delivery. Ooh, flicked. Rabiot can't get it. It's saved by Marchesín. And Porto get it away. Again, Kulusevski. Kulusevski drives to the end line. Can he keep it in? He cannot. And that's got to be it. That's got to be it. It's got to be a throw-in for Porto. They've done it. Porto have done it. Juve are out. Porto make it through against the odds. A man down against Juventus. A free kick out of nowhere that Szczesny, Mr. Weak Wrists, should have saved. But it slips in off the post. And Juve slip out of this competition. Can you believe it? That final 30 minutes. Wow. It was worth it for the final 30 minutes. I feel like I had a Benadryl at the beginning of this match with the way that it was going. I felt like I was going to pass out. Maybe a little NyQuil on the side. My goodness, man. That 30 minutes was invigorating. Pirlo complaining to the referees. That's becoming an iconic thing these days. Unfortunate for him, but he seems to do that often now. Whew. Porto win on away goals 4-4. A thrilling match. A thrilling match. I was robbed the shootout, says Cynthia. I am sorry, Cynthia. I am sorry about that. But Porto make it through. How much further can they go in this competition? Who's to say? I mean, they were a man down for how long? 75 minutes, basically. I don't know when Taremi got the red card exactly, but they're down for a long, long time, and they made it through. They defend extremely well, and their attack isn't so bad either. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up for this live stream. This was a wild one. This was a journey that we took together. And let's go through our starting 11 and everyone. I mean, we have enough donators to field 2 teams out there, man. Our squad depth is insane. Let's do this. Number 1 in goal is Zach. Number 2 is Trey Edwards. Number 3, Dexter. Number 4, Cal Irons. Number 5, Vass. My man Vass, shout out to you. Number 6, Sharwar Hussein. Number 7, Frank Amplia. Number 8, Dan M. 9, Has Hot Hat Dog. Number 10, Lucas Conrad. Logical YT is number 11. Number 12 is Zhuang Vaz. Number 13 is Josh Byrne. Great to see you back, Josh Byrne. It's been a while, man. Thank you for joining us once again. Number 14, Amin Ahmed. Thank you so much, Amin, for all of your generosity, and to everyone else, including Stephanie Myers. Once again, the legend of Stephanie Myers shows up. Number 16, Momel Abdulaziz. Number 17, Krishna Karumanchi. Number 18, Chandler Smith. 19, G Money 7. Number 20, Mr. Darkrai. Hope all is well in your new home. Number 21, Muzai Records. Thanks once again for showing up, man. Number 6, what am I saying? My brain's gone. Number 22, Max Kellerman. Number 23, Mark Catton. Number 24, Fride Toul Zanj. Wow. Everybody, thank you so much. I just screwed up my camera. It made me go out of focus there. Max Kellerman with another donation. Thank you, Max Kellerman. Much appreciated. And I appreciate all of you guys for showing up. This has been an absolute journey that we went on together. A journey much like the Portuguese of old, navigating the world together. That was us today, folks. That was us. But I'm not going to make it bigger than what it was. It was a great watch along, and I'm very, very, very excited to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to let you guys vote once again who are watching. So be sure you keep an eye on that community tab. And thanks once again, everyone. I love you. And hey, shout out the mods, man. Shout out the mods.